Nilqawkom lura għal episodju ieħor il-Rokna podcast għandna qegħdin fost li ma tantx ikunu soltu għanzi l-ewwel darba qegħdin Sauvage Lifestyle Gym qed taraw u nasib il-Jason taraw bil-mera. Qegħdin hawnhekk għandna l-Denise Kim Gafa, waħda mill-nasib l-ikbar influencers when it comes to fitness bħalissa.
Domanda kħad jaf li semmijak nissemmija.
Għadha kif l-estit il-show Tattoo Challenge di
Malta Tattoo Challenge.
Diki. Kienet waħda mill-hosts.
Still ongoing.
Imma għax kull ġimma nara fuq stories li
There's always, at the moment it's every Monday
Alright.
till January or February.
Alright, but jaslu il-winner but da kollox.
I'm also anticipating ma l-udjenza ġivi.
Ġifieri inti ma tkunx taf.
We don't know yet.
U tkun taf per esempio meta jasal lejn il-finals. Tkun taf hekk lim tipo tgħid ħajjer baħa jew hekk tipo you have an indication.
Bej wieħed u ieħor immax fil-verità I'm not one of the judges, I'm just the host, so I don't know. Ma nafx xi jkunu qalu l-ġurija fl-aħħar mill-aħħar. But ovvjament insir nafu on set.
Dak reba jina spliħu jeba.
Imma maġan għandek xi favorit tgħid dan jew dan naħseb illi jekk għandu l-potenzjal li jirbaħ. Mhux qed ngħidlek issemmi minnu ma naħseb ikollok dik il.
Le, mela, jkun. We're very close to the judges. U l-ġurija ovvjament jitkellmu magħna so bekk inkunu nafu.
Tkunu back and forth ta' informazzjoni. Issa, għax ma l-waqt bizna fuq dak il-show li xtaqt insaqsina u għek bħala issa social media jisu naf li għaddek qabel ma bdejna li influencer ma tantx joġbok il-terminu.
Il-kelma influencer, as in, għax it's such a cheesy word, influencer. You know, I am where I am organically, because of my tattoos, I guess, because of my lifestyle. Mux għax I wanted to become an influencer. I wanted to influence.
You lived your life għamil dak li dejjem xtaqt.
Eżatt.
Following.
Ekku, eżatt, very organically. Issa ovvjament il-ġurnata għandi sponsors, I do adverts u hekk, ġifieri.
U xaġa tibni fuq oħra u jisir tibqa' għaddej.
Eżatt, and it's not my first priority though.
U kif isek għad li għatmur full force fuq, per esempio, il-vision ta' dal-ġim, tipo, kif ġitek f'moħħok li għatajt, għax inti il-background tijak, għansi familtek kolla fisherman, ġifiri kif ixtaqba tajt minn flok ħanerfa tunnella ta' ton, ħanerfa l-weights fuq.
Għajna minn dem kont nħobb l-sports, il-familja kolla ħna, għana għedin erbaħwa. U kolla nħobbu, we like to stay active, minn du kon zaħrek, kull tip ta' sport għamiltu. Pero meta mbagħad there was a point. Ovvjament minn du twilid kon naħdem mommi, I had no other option, as in it was easy money, dejjem hemmhekk. Nista' nitlaq minn fiex irrid, nista' nagħmel irrid, so it was very easy for me. Imagine 16 years old u għandi ħafna flus, m'għandix għalfejn immur l-iskola, like ħafna flus for the age, considering kemm kelli żmien. So it was easy għalija until obviously mbagħad tibda tgħid issi I missed out on a lot, I missed out on school. U peress li minn dejjem kont sportiva meta mbagħad eventwalment bdejt CrossFit. I wanted to pursue it, I wanted to pursue coaching CrossFit. U bdejt bil-mod klienta law, klienta lem, studying it. U mbagħad naqana bdejt nibni, bqajt naħdem mommi, fl-istess naħdem as a coach, mbagħad naqana bdejt ir-ratio bejn working with my parents and working in a gym. Beda lejn il-gym. But then ultimately bdejt nara li when I had a good clientele and I was renting other gyms, niġri minn gym għal ieħor, trying to satisfy all my clients għax minn ħatisfel, minn hemm. Imbagħad eventwalment qed tistrati ħanqod inħallas il-kera lil-ġimmiet oħra meta għandi dawn nies. So I said let's check out my options if I had to rent a gym, a place of my own. U l-ewwel post li rajt kien hawnhekk waġobni u f'temp ta' xarin immove jgħid.
Ġifieri inti kemm kellek żmien meta bdejt isu tagħmel daw il-trainer, coaching eżatt?
23, 24. I'm 29 il-ġurnata, illi 5 snin.
Alright.
officially coaching.
U inti qed li ma kont naqqas mill-iskola kont dejjem tkun mommok u hekk. U jisek qed li you feel like you missed out on some stuff.
Yes.
Considering fejja da issa li għandek il-gym tiegħek għandek following sew tista' tagħmel affarijiet tipo li tixtieq tagħmel inti, għandek lifestyle li tixtieq inti. If you had to go back, would you change something jew le?
No, not really. I mean, naħseb li kont nagħmel pereżempju għamil żmien nistudja mhux università, sorry. Għamil żmien dik niftakar minn Gawdens. Kont nistudja l-università. Allora bqajt ngħidha. Għamil żmien kont nistudja l-MCAS engineering, mechanical engineering, għamil 3 snin. And I think that would be my only regret, not finishing it għax a month or 2 before graduating ma bqajtx imur.
L-aħħar ftit ġifieri.
At least mbagħad avolja bqajt mbagħad naħdem ma' miwek. And it's completely different to what I'm doing now as well. Mal-menu għandi
Xi ħaġa karta li tgħidlek kif għaddejt.
Eżatt. I have nothing.
Ma xorta ġu l-skill u knowledge.
L-skill u knowledge and I still like it, that's very interesting.
U mela tissemmi dil-biċċa u fakritni, tipo qabel l-istigma ta' ħafna nies li min imur il-ġim u tipo min jimbena ħafna mhumiex daqshekk school smart. Kif kont taħseb li tipo għax tgħidx pereżempju għataw ftit min jaħseb hekk.
It's very stupid. You know, most of my friends who train with me huma laqwa nies fil-aqwa xogħlijiet għandha ħafna tobba jitrejnjaw miegħi ħafna u tobba tajbin ħafna like imlaħqin. Avukati, one of my own trainers, he's a lawyer, ġifieri.
Hija stigma li it needs to mhux it needs to ma kważi it's relatively dying out palissa.
Shouldn't even be.
U anke ħafna mit-trends u hekk il-gym bro culture inbidlet ħafna mill fejn kienet qabel jisek tipo għaw ħafna nissi fan frawa xejdu għand il-muscles u għek. Imissa l-lum il-ġurnata huwa it's more accepting of newcomers.
Yes. L-lum il-ġurnata naħsebina nisfetħu iktar we're more open-minded jisna u iktar peress li sa' iktar I think it's quite obvious nowadays we've become more aware of mental health u hekk. Femtu dak li jkun qed inkunu iktar sensitive to other people's feelings. So l-mġata madnix muscles, l-mġata sirna iktar. Sirna nafu koll li fitness is the what do you call it? The remedy, the best remedy for depression.
Depression iva, u ekkon sanajdlek fil-fat li ħafna minn nis li jisom ħafna ġil jgħinu il-mental state taħom billi jmuru dik is-sija ġim. Għax jisek apparti li jettejn il-ġismek jisek għandek dik is-sija parċi waħdek u you can test your limits u għek ġifiri.
Eżatt, and nowadays people are more open-minded and they're more open to other people. Għax peress li għetnejd, kif għedin nejdu, we're more sensitive and we're more aware of mental health. Hopefully there's less bullying at the gym. Anzi, pjuttost jak tara bnidem, jak qabel kont tara bnidem qawwi jidħol ġo ġim jitrenja u kienu jitnejku bih. L-ġurnata, I applaud.
ħafna u
Personally, I would applaud, anzi.
U bat per eżempju anka TikTok jisu revolutionized gym culture, anka per eżempju jek ikun hemm xi toħxon jgħidu dan ġast jgħid balk qawwija u daqt ħajmel il-kat.
Jkun ukoll, eżatt. Għalija. Għamil żmien dis-sena kont qed nikol u nixrob u nagħmel u ngawdejt mhux ħażin and I gained 10 kilos. I was telling people I'm on a bulking phase. I got easily out of it, which was true in another sense. Għax fil-verità, tant kemm mbagħad I was getting stronger because I was eating more. Li fil-verità bdejt nerf iktar.
Mhux hekk tigain iktar muscle u hekk.
Muscle and fat.
Sakemm tibqa' tiċċaqla.
Eżatt, but I wasn't doing as much cardio, għax obviously hangovers u iktar ikollok up tagħmel 4 sets.
Ta' weight
u presses whatever u toqgħod bil-qiegħda milli tagħmel xi 5K run, fimt, obviously.
Tejtiga, kemm nerfa dawn nagħmel 3 minutes.
Eżatt. Strength work is much easier. As in it's still hard, don't get me wrong, but it's much easier it's much easier to tap into it than it is to tap into an intense cardio session, fimt?
Il-mindset ta' qabel ta' cardio jisek ħatqotol xi ħadd U meta tiġi biex tiġi tagħmel il-weights tajt
Aha.
għandek dawk iż-żewġ minuti terfa' u bat tistrieħ once li tqed il-weight
Ekku,
l-isfel.
aha.
Da cardio għandek jisek kwarta jekk mhux iktar għaddej
Today.
tidej il-ħin kollu.
Mux hekk, eżatt.
Inti titrejni għal nies u tagħmel dawn l-affarijiet, kieku jkollok taqsel exercise wieħed inti għalik biex tagħmel jgħidlek għal ħajtek ma tagħmel xejn, nik taħlif dal exercise.
That exercise.
Lim tagħsel kieku.
Body weight though?
Ejjem
Can
body
be-
weight.
Alright, body weight. Burpees.
Burpees?
Yes.
Ah,
Not fitness.
As you're really using all of your body. You're
Yeah,
engaging
absolutely.
your core, at tell heart rate, at ħaddem idek, at ħaddem saqajk. Tkun at teħfif like you're not going to build muscle, fair enough, but you're building endurance.
endurance.
From kif tgħid bħala l-iktar wieħed li għamel sens, burpees would make sense. Jien kieku mod mal-ewwel tnejn probabbli ġifieri mhux ħala
I love
burpees go.
burpees.
Jien, per esempio, jien bodyweight da push-ups iktar li toġobni u il-various forms ta' push-ups li, per esempio, tagħmel il-tricep push-up,
Ekku.
il-lunge push-up, il-triangle hemm ħafna.
I mean, I think second to burpees would have been push-ups. But
U
you're not really working your legs. so-
le ma tantx essentially kważi xejn.
Ma tgħaddi.
Legs ta' di le.
Għax raġel ta' idek, għax kiku tkun mara. What about that booty?
U semmejtu kol di rigward fizik ta' mara. Xtejt lil dawk il-nisa li jgħidu għax jekk titrejnja jisek tiġi jisek raġel. Tipo,
I mean, I don't judge. If xek ġiri, bħala trainer jiġu ħafna nisa għandi, ovvjament. Mux jisaqsuni jgħidu li den, ma rridx nikber ta' ma rridx niġi. And I'm not gonna judge them. I hate it when they tell me. So I'm like, Madonna, guys, enough. Tipo, don't obsess over what people think of you. Some bil tal-lajt naqa muscle. Be happy, you're a strong person, fimt? But at the end of the day, I'm not judging them. Għaxina nejta li jien waħda minn dawk li I don't want to look masculine. I like to keep a bit of my femininity. Ma that's my personal opinion. Minnu mbagħad atleta bħali u ma jinteressax kif jidher. Eżin, anzi, jippreferi jekk jara naqa' biceps u daru kbir u hekk. That's fine as well. Eżin, li at night huwa li don't obsess too much over what other people think of you. I like feeling more feminine because me as a person, I have a lot of masculine energy. Għax anka kif nitkellem, aktar salvaġġa. U nippreferi nibbilanċja naqa' żgħira ruħi biex I balance out my masculinity with certain femininity. Mhux qed ngħidlek ma nux biex inħares fil-mera nara l-biceps u shoulders, but there's a limit. And something people don't know about is women think that if you lift heavy weights, you're going to bulk up. You'll bulk up if you eat junk food and lift heavy weights. If you lift heavy weights and eat clean, you're just going to tone. Daw nisa enormi li tara fuq social media, enormi. Pare dejn isom irġiel, they're on juice.
bil-force.
You cannot be as big as them. And to be honest, għaw irġiel, ħafna irġiel probabilment jgħidulek il-lallu, kiku tajab niġi kbirek fuq.
Da, mallu, kem terfa żewġ weights tajt.
Unfortunately, people don't know the truth. They need to be educated more about it.
U there's nothing wrong kol min actually
They're
you
No,
steroids
not
jew
at
le.
all, absolutely not.
Jek taf xinu ma ir-riski u l-vantagġi u you make
U
your
hemm tobba
research.
wkoll jgħinu.
Eżatt.
Għax hemm tobba
Eh,
why
li
not?
jieħdu d-dem u jaraw li
Ekku.
tip ta' steroids u jaqbel għalik.
Ekku, le, I'm not, and in bodybuilding, if you want to compete in bodybuilding, you have to be open up to take anabolics, bil-force.
Għal-mradu ma samax, għanna Patreon u koll, jek ma tafux kif titlu taħt l-video għaw link għal Patreon, morru emmek u għanna exclusive stuff għal-miet fil-Patreon. Tixtieq għom għaljon?
Għanna tista' taru l-episodju qabel. Għajt ikollna podcast ġdida jisima Parlata bil-bajt, meta jkollna fajt iktar xinejdu li
Juicy stuff u hekk.
li ma nistax ngħidu ħaddieħor, għandna games ek fejn nistgħu nagħmlu hekk ikollna ċertu ammont ta' patrons nistgħu nagħmlu xi special events, ħajkollna wkoll l-aċċess li intkom tista' taraw minn ħajkollna guest il-ġodda u tirrekomandaw ieħor. Tista' tiġu l-podcast hawnhekk stess.
Tistgħu saqsu mistoqsijiet ukoll anke fuq il-chat li konna exclusive għal minijiet ġo Patreon. Tistgħu saqsuna mistoqsijiet minn qabel biex insaqsu l-guest li konna hawnhekk.
U just all around good vibes. Ek tiġu, kemm taraw il-link ta' description. Thank you. Please.
Li nara tajjeb li dal-aħħar hemm isa trend fuq TikTok. Immorru jisaqsuhom lin-nies tipo are you
Netty or not?
Netty or not. Jekk inti m'intix natural u tgħid li m'intix natural, that's fine.
Anzi, għaw min.
Għax inti l-imġ li jattati l-nies qed tgħidulhom isma' jiena kbirek għax qed nieħu l-affarijiet. Il-problema tiġi mbagħad jekk inti fik daqshekk u n-nies jgħidulhom lejn naturali kemm nitrejnjaw.
There was a time, ta' jien niftakarni, there was a time fej konna raġel kbir kun jgħid il-lallu, mbagħad kien jgħid li jiena naturali, kun jgħid li kontrihom dal-affarijiet. And I believed it. Illum il-ġurnata that I am in the industry and I know people who take and they're open about it, jgħidu li den u għalmuni fuqhom dal-affarijiet. Illum il-ġurnata I can tell who take and who doesn't.
Jgħidlek jiemu żewġ bajtiet u naqa creating.
Jgħid kull-jum.
Wat jiġi assista jgħaddi
U l-vini u l- I mean,
Protein shake. Creatine u naqax waganda fil-axi.
Erba push-ups u naqaba.
Fina hawnhekk daqshekk skanna tal-ilma.
I don't like when people lie about it.
But
There's
no point kważi. U palissa it-trend era if you come out clean li tejtaw, per eżempju, pal Sibam u jgħet mill-laħjar Mr. Olympia. U dan, he is cleanly jgħidlek Iva, jena nieħu steroids. U I seek professionals u daw, ġifi u ħafna nis jammiraw għax xorta dedication biex tamel countless hours fil-gym u xabba dieting.
U oħra, aħjar tgħid li tieħu, milli taqannik tgħid li ma tieħux.
U xati
Ignoranti, like I'm saying.
Apparti milli taqannik, tagħti impression ħażina lil-mradu għadu ħajibda jitrejnja. Għax hekk inti tmur training nagħmel sena u ngħid
għadni ma wasal.
Għadni rajt forsi ħarja żgħira differenza ngħid mal xejn nitrejna x'daw.
Jien li forsi nara ħana żgħira I don't agree on it is if sports athletes.
Ta' tipo Olympics.
Eżatt.
Dik naqbel magħha.
Even CrossFit, you're competing to be the fittest. Who is the fittest on earth? And it's not genuine. You're not genuine at the fittest.
Tipo tixtieq taraf il-limiti tal-bniedem
It's not fair if I'm juiced up and you're not. We're not dik, and I'm saying I'm the fittest on earth. Not really.
CrossFit jiġi iktar focused on endurance.
Yes, it's more anaerobic. As in, it's a bit of it is both. What am I saying? It is both. ħafna. It's basically, are you ready for the be prepared for the unpredictable, kif għeda, there's a saying in CrossFit.
Ikun hemm zombie apocalypse u tkun less.
Fil-verità, when you study CrossFit, that they mentioned that, be prepared for a zombie apocalypse. Like, they prepare you for... It is the wildest, I think, so far sports I've ever seen. You can get anything, and like swimming, running, weightlifting, gymnastics, you name it, there is in CrossFit. Strong man.
Jien per esempio jien bdejt il-fitness ġeni għax bdejt ngħid, ma nafx tatni. Għat jien kien għala xi ħaġa, nixtieqek ħanaqbes minn x'imkien għal ieħor jien nexxieli naqbad fimt. Għattu bħalissa fiżikament minn ma nistax, ġifieri jekk naqbes minn kliff u noqgħod hekk ngħid mejjed daqshekk. Allura nixtieq nimprovja ngħid iċ-ċansijiet biex hekk xi darba jkun hawn xi ħaġa Maltek.
Jiena dejjem ngħid, per esempio I teach yoga as well. Tiskanta kemm hawn min. This is what I teach my athletes, how to fall. I implement it in my yoga sessions. To be more mobile in your ankles, kif taqa. Football players, most of the injuries in football players, apparti jaqraw xi daqqa, meta jaqgħu, kif jaqgħu ħażin. Għax they're so immobile and they're so unfit in that aspect li they're not prepared to fall, basically. But iweġġaw. They're great at football, but then they're not great at falling, which is, it's funny.
But
learning how to fall, it's like...
li kollu Neymar ju biex juhu xi karta. Dak l-espert, dak. dak jaf xinu jagħmel. Naħseb he's the trendsetter jgħidlek jiena tallimt kif naqa.
Eżatt, eżatt.
Allura.
We should teach people now.
Issa niddevja naqa minn xismu. Minn fitness għax naħseb jien kieku nibqa' nitkellem ħafna fuq għax
There's a lot to talk about.
dis-sena anka tara fuq TikTok il-ħin kollu anka pereżempju x'tip ta' supplements tieħu u fiex ħin u fiex l-aħjar tieħu l-protein hekk mhux wara jew qabel tipo hemm ħafna hekk tibqa' tiddevja ġo fiha. Li xtaqt ngħidlek xi ħaġa kompletament differenti semmejna li aħna at least jiena huwa il-main reason li I'm working out for self-defense. Inti tisaqbad u tmur tispara lejhom għax nafu li tajba fir-range ukoll.
I mean, tajba. I'm good. Ain't gonna lie.
Min fej beda jisu dak il-hobby?
Min dejjem kelli interess fuq firearms. Min dejjem kont miktar għax kont nkun maħija, kont noqdu nilab. I had a book, I used to read a lot about different types of firearms meta kont żgħira. But ovvjament kbirt and I started doing more girly things. U meta as an adult, like at start now, I turned my hobby, which is CrossFit, into my lifestyle. I need to find another hobby, and I did. I found I do pole dancing as well. But then I'm like, but I want to do something more.
Out there.
Yes. And I remembered as in I ride a bike. I'm ħafna affarijiet cool as in my head they're cool to do. Imma shooting a gun minn dejjem kienet xi ħaġa li xtaqt nagħmel u kont insejta. Only a couple of years ago, naħseb during COVID time. Now is the time to start it.
Għatek daw bil-COVID jaqbdu jaqilbu, jibdaw jiġu għalija, kolli biex.
Jekk daw tal-COVID, back then kienu jgħidu l-ħajsiru zombies, ma nafx kienu jgħidu insomma.
Bat jgħidu jiba.
Preparata li jom.
Preparata dajt.
Ma nafx jek tisparax li zombi pax ħaj.
Skont fejt hiltu.
Ma nafx. I haven't watched a lot of zombie movies.
U tħalt ġofija ġifiri.
Eżatt, but ovvjament I did the course.
I'm very terrified of guns.
Yes.
Jien per esempio waħda mill-iktar ħaġa li tbeżżani mill-Amerika għal-fatt li il-carry-on li jistaqdu.
U to be honest, dil-ġimma smajt waħda li Florida now you can just non-licensed can just go and buy a gun.
Min Walmart.
So Florida just
Wow.
think works.
Tmur convenience tajtiva, ħanu cupcake u ħanu 9mm. Tgħodhom flimkien.
That's insane. That's mad.
Jien
Aw Malta vera jżom,
Strict,
vera
no?
they're very strict. They're
Le-
very strict.
I'm not complaining kif edina u Malta, ma il-fat li, per esempio, li tista' tmur tixxi tgħid ħanniħu late night convenience run hemmhekk u taqbad issib żewġ toqbit fuqek tgħid għadejt.
Wild. As in, all right, intaf xnejtu kollax ħafna minn nies they're very against guns, għax they're like, they say they can kill people u hekk, whatever. I mean, yes, they can, but I can kill someone with a fork. I mean,
Le, me,
u tajra ġad bil-karozza, like, you can kill someone with
anything.
with anything, basically, għadda ras, man.
Aw min jaqbel
They
kina.
excess, what, you enforce laws on that as well? You can't, really, yes. It's just a very quick way to kill someone, I guess.
Tkun halal.
Halal mux meta
Meta taqtlu malaj
Eżatt.
il-da.
we are very strict on that.
Iġviri għaw Malta range, ma sax immur jena minna licenzja, whatever. Ummur nis.
Għasin li għandu licenzja ma nista naqbad umur. No, we're very strict.
Alright.
Anka per eżempju, you have to carry the logbook with you, you have to carry your license,
Ostra.
obviously. And you can only travel with your firearm
Il-post.
bil-post, mid-dar, għal range. Or to the police. Those are the only two places you can travel.
Biex tmur tamel ħajs għal-polizija u tmur tiġbol la.
But that's the only- Ovvjament, u naħseb nimmaġna, as in, like, mentioning it, mill-fejt ixtri.
Delivery bissa u tistax
Like, ma tistax.
Quite funny, ġifiri. Timmaġina ħassidna jgħu ma tistax tawrax minn hawnhekk. Delivery. Issa, nerġa' nqelbu kompletament il-folja differenti. Fil-bidu semmejt li inti tħobb tiekol ħafna, tamam? U anka tara l-Instagram tiegħek ikun mifquh. Tipo, jew ritratti tiegħek fil-ġim, jew ritratti tiegħek fil-restaurant. M'hemmx in between, so.
It's very funny. I just said that yesterday to my friends. Titlu Madonnina, ħajti nikol. My feed is just me eating.
Jien not gonna lie tqabad nirġuħe. Anka per
It's
eżempju,
working. My influencing is working.
per eżempju, nkun jiet ix-xogħol, jew nkun da, u ikun wasal around dan nofsinhar, u kun I'm catching up għax ikoll il-break fuq l-stories ta' ħaddieħor. U nara Valentina qed titkellem fuq xi X Factor di għadej dej jew kalla da, u mbagħad nara xi 9 hours ago nara mort restaurant law.
Ma Valentina miex xi waħda li ma semmix li kellha.
Le dik ukoll, lex ta' tagħmel riċetti u hekk.
Ngħidu kif inhi.
U anka per eżempju riċetti li tipprovdi n-nies ukoll ġifieri u ħafna naħseb il-Maltin minn ma trid huma
Il-Malti
foodies,
għana wikkiela, għana wikkiela. Jiena ngħid għalija jiena u familti. Jekk tarana mal-mejda tal-ikel jiena u ħuti kif niklu u missieri u ommi. Ommi not so much, imma we like jisu ħajsraqunna xi ħadd l-ikel tal-biża.
U ma nafx hekk ma tagħmelix inti għax jiena narani naqas Trump sewa. Biex niftakar xi ħaġa, ngħid ħani xi ħaġa tal-ikel biex meta nerġa' naraħħa l-ikel niftakar fil-post li qed hemmhekk.
Okay.
So hekk pereżempju ngħidu
That's a good way of
remembering. So pereżempju ħadd gulax. So ma nafx hekk ma nafx x'inhu. Fuq il-muntanja ta' Morski Oak of Poland.
Okay.
U kull darba li nieħu gulax jew
Fakrek.
da ifakarni dak il-post.
Alright.
Hemmhekk jew kellha
Creating memories with food.
with food. Għax once li xrom dik ir-riħa li tkun simili ta' dak tisek tieħu il-nostalġija li ta' dik issa ma nafx hekk mhux stramp ġifieri għajduli.
It is a bit weird. Imma mhux se niġġudikak għax jiena kull fejn imur irid nieħu their traditional food. U jkun xikun, I don't care. I eat everything. I'm not, thankfully, touch wood, I'm not allergic to anything. And I don't hate anything. I eat everything.
U ġili sifirt ħabba li kien?
Ija, mela. Mela, I mean,
Għal-
postijiet
Tough minutes.
għall-Italja. Like,
Għax hawn minn ġudukani.
għalli.
Għax mort l-Italja ħabba li kell.
No, as if.
Oh, tough minute.
As if. Minu da, minu.
Le, wiet minn sabi.
Ah,
No, no, no. Ta'
shame on you.
għax per eżempju il-carbonara minn Roma, insane.
Lalla.
Insane,
Lalla.
Insane, U anka per eżempju il-mort ħat lasagna minn Bologna u jew Bolognese ukoll. Crazy, Crazy ħafna li kell.
I love pasta. I just don't eat it enough.
U ma nafx hekk da naħseb inti ta' fuq xi xanejt. Meta jiena biex issolvi kull gwerra li hawn fid-dinja sewa. Diġà jaf xanejt. Ek li kell m'għandhomx calories sewa. Naħseb il-nies ma jargumentawx. Jaqbdu jiklu biss.
Vera. Vera. Imagine.
Ti kolli
Kull
trid
ikel.
u ma tiżdiċ.
Kulħadd happy.
Kulħadd happy?
Kulħadd
Xa tagħmel? Qed targumenta? Hu tiramisu jew hu xi ħaġa.
Vera.
Ma tiekul.
Vera. Food really saves the world. Literally. Dejta lija, jina, if you want to make me happy, feed me.
Daqsek.
If you want to make me happy, feed me. Kandi burda zaħazina u ġibt li l-ikel, you saved my life. You
Biddilt
saved the argument, biddilt l-burdata. Mill-ewel. I'm very weak for food. Infatti, mnalla nitrenjax, li kikum ma nitrenjax jien. Tal-biza jqis għalot.
Tespandi. U konten nejtek, per eżempju, ġilli orejt u koll inti fi stories li per eżempju il-before and after ta' meta tmur tiekol u turi mirror shot u tara
Il-platna di.
il-baby bump kważi.
Mirror shot tijaj.
Ejja.
I mean,
Jien
I'm guilty for it. Jina dejjem, wara ikla, dejjem, it's a habit. Neħi l-buttuna, and I'm like, dejjem, unżom dari, because it's literally, it's a baby bump. Literally. U ġili għaddu li nisa jgħidu li den, madonna, xġara.
you just met me after an hour of eating.
L-iktar ħaġa satisfying, għal ti kod neħi l-buttuna ġast intela fuq
Tiġiġ tajden ġenu noqfila tax, no way. Impossible.
Kompliment għax xeb dak.
Yes, it is.
Em,
Plate clean.
Issa, nerġa' neqleb topic differenti.
Hemm ħafna fuq ix.
Hemm ħafna fuq xi xtejt. Ta' skemm tagħmel affarijiet differenti, it's impossible to keep up.
It's very tiring to keep up with it.
U
Wouldn't do
mela
it.
mistoqsi fuq din apparti li kont ħanajt. Tipo kif jirnexxielek? Naf li il-ħajja tiegħek vera maġla, kif jirnexxilek li pereżempju you juggle with most of the stuff that you're having at the moment, tipo advert shoots, tipo training tiegħek personali għax inti apparti li t-coachja.
Naħseb waħda mill-affarijiet li I had to learn to accept is that I can never always look good. Number one. Għax naħseb liktar ħaġa stressanti meta tkun taħdem ġo gym. Bot ikollok l-intervisti, ikollok hekk, tintaqa' ma' nies, bla 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 bla. Tittaċċetta l-fatt li this is your life and this is who I am and this is how people need to accept me. Intom, kombinazzjoni l-ġurnata, like il-lum stess, I am here today after a competition. I came straight after a competition. I stink, I'm sweaty, my hair, my face, tal-biza. Ġviri, imnallaw forsi dik distanza ta' mezzu bejn, you wouldn't stick around me. Imma it's something, I carry my eyeliner, my eyeliner with me, that's my number one. Għalli għal-men, u nirtokki aħna għazajr, and at least there's that. I have my hairdresser on speed dial. Most people know that, għax dejjem għanda. Kulħat jgħid dejjem għand il-hairdresser. I have to, she's just around the corner, so and she's one of my closest friends. U fejn jitlu outfits and whatever, deodorant, spray.
Il-combo
ħafna drabi ninħasal għand in-nies, like I have to accept it. I have it. My favorite person in the world is my dog sitter, għax miskina, she's not as such my dog sitter, she's my one of my bestest friends. Imma vera nsiba, she has the keys to my house. U meta ninqabad barra, telefonata, and she goes to see my dogs, takes them for a walk, feeds them, and she saves my life. Għax li kikur not nitla l-melliħa during all of the confusion on my day, which is something obviously very stressful to keep up with as well. Għax they take a big priority of my life, obviously they are, they're my babies. Imma sometimes you just can't be perfect.
Ma satisfy il-kulħadd.
Eżatt, I try to be 100% on everything, imma it's impossible.
U per eżempju, semmejt il-klip tiegħek. Meta jiġu għal daw il-competitions u hekk, li taħsib bada jplay ħabba il-fatt li jkollok il-klip id-dar u tgħid ma tantx rawn il-ġimgħa jew.
Not really, because I do try my best. Trust me, I make miracles work. I make miracles happen. Għax eknejt kif l-anġli l-lum nesċili. Ninżal għantom il-marsa xlok. Nikkoċa fil-ħamsta fil-ħodu. Muna ra l-klip. Ninħasel, nbiddel, nintaqa mal-ħbib. Nintaqa mal-klienti. Namelek photoshoot. Like all of that in one day. So fil-verità, where there's a will, there's a way. And I mean, Malta, li kikum ma kienx traffic. Fil-verità, it's very small. And traveling is really easy. L-unika ħaġa li forsi illi ħafna ma namel jansifer. Inni ma nsifer 3 snin minħabba l-klip. U minħabba l-ġim. U that's the only drawback.
Drawback minn dal-affarijiet.
Nista nafdaħum fatjor, but what's the point of going abroad for a holiday? To stress out even more. I'm a bit of a control freak, so my things I need to have full control.
Full control fuqhom.
Yeah.
U meta jiġi biex isek għax dawn nassumi milekx, tipo meta bdejna nagħmel il-riċerka quite a while ago. You were just changing apartments, so Stress li kellek matul daw jisom sana u nofs ta' jisom changes, so kif jirnexilek ma tiġiġ burnt out?
I'm not gonna lie, I think the worst time of my life was not the worst time of my life, but let's say the worst time of my life
Up until
recently, like these past 5 years, was this year, January. Il-bidu ta' din is-sena. It was such a bad time. I mean, December I broke up from a 4.5 year relationship. January I got kicked out of one of my very favorite apartments, kont niex penthouse. Mux kicked out, miskin. He broke up with his wife and he needed to move into it. U kelli noħroġ immediately. And I really loved that place. But unbat li għamilt, I said, fuck it, and I bought my own instead of renting. But that's another stress. I bought my own flat. I bought my own flat while dealing with a breakup, dealing with the stress of letting go of memories I built in this nice penthouse I had been living in. because I'm stupid, I got a puppy where I have no time for more dogs, but I got a puppy, tipo to fill the void from my breakup. This puppy broke his elbow,
Għandu bżon iktar
so għandu
attenzjoni.
bżon ħafna iktar attenzjoni, like giving him medicine at 3 in the morning, 5 in the morning. I started classes in my gym at 5 in the morning this year, so trust me, it was the worst. January, February, and March were the worst 3 years of my life, settling into a new place, paying reached ħafna, like the dog.
Medical bills.
Eżatt, 7,000 ġini, between 6 and 7,000 ġini l-kelb.
Stja.
On medical,
On medical
on
stuff.
medical stuff.
Aj,
Unbat kelli ovvjament ħallast 20% tal-post. Like there's
Kollox, u bat
kollox
jiddependu fuq
kollox fuqi. And I mean, I never, like back then, I didn't even have time to heal from my breakup. Li unbat waqa kollox fuqi in March. I realized what the hell is happening in March, April, May. I started getting back on my feet this summer unbat.
U tipo revitalized, tipo
Yes,
terġa'
yes,
terġa'
yes.
tiġi
To be honest,
fuq,
I think now, this current month, is the first time I feel, so it took me a whole year quasi, it's the first time I feel,
yeah. Stress free.
infatti, you guys know għaxara kemm ilkom tiġru għaraj għal dil-intervista, like I've been telling you, yes, that day, u għatma l-nexxilex, dejjem għala xaħġa, or I'm not feeling well, darba minnom I had told you, guys, I'm burnt out, I can't.
Le, u aħna.
Kien hemm darba minnom, and you were very understanding.
U kif għatlek,
Thankfully.
aħna nafu ħafna minn daw il-celebrities li konna hawnhekk, nafu li daw ħafna minnhom jkunu jisom mhux as such kważi huma jagħmlu favur lilna li qed jiġu hawnhekk jitkellmu magħna.
Yes and no, ġifieri. To be honest with you, this for me is fun as well. It's just I want to be in a place meta nagħmelhom dal-affarijiet where I can be myself. Like today,
tkun qiegħed
komda.
komda.
Sa m'għandi xejn iktar x'nagħmel, fimt? Barra Niko. I mean, għandi ħafna iktar x'nagħmel ta' but for this hour I can be
Chill.
relaxed
Relax.
for this hour, fimt? Sa wara hawnhekk
Bat terġa' tibda magħna.
endless. I have a full list of things to do.
U ifhem dik. Il-ħajja ma sax tieqa few ma tieqa bħal-ħadd.
And I love people as well, so nejdu kif inni, I take on more than I can handle. So it's all of this burnout work is all my choice, ta' ġifieri. Not the cause of the burnout. The decisions I take, they're all my choice.
Choices.
They are my decisions. So I take accountability for all of it.
It's quite inspiring. Jiena li kont bdejt il-fitness journey dis-sena, vera isek ħafna nies jgħidu għal xiex daw l-influencers tal-fitness ikunu daqshekk popolari. Għax jiena nemmen li tista' tirrelata ma' ħafna minnhom li dawn huma dedikati u jisek tieħu d-dedication tagħhom u l-inspiration tagħhom tipprova tieħu dik il-percentage tagħha u taqdaf tiegħek.
It's discipline. A lot of people lack discipline nowadays, and discipline is what you need to literally be happy in life. Literalment, discipline equals freedom.
Għax tkun tista' timmanage u
Yes, jekk inti disciplinat mal-ħinijiet tiegħek, jekk inti when you start saying no, you're more free, literally. I mean, it's quite obvious. Like, when you start saying no, so that's one thing. You just need to start saying, you need to be disciplined with starting to say no, but you also need to be disciplined with pushing yourself to go to the gym. That's where obviously
the progress comes from.
Kulħadd I'm saying bil-Malti, kulħadd baħar tajjeb, baħar lix, kalm.
Kalm xaġek.
Xaġek anyway.
It is interesting. Li xtaqt insemmi nerġa' naqleb conversation.
Don't have to mention it by now.
ADHD conversations.
I'm ADD, qawwija, so this for me is this is fun. From one thing to another.
Issa ek ma notajtux sawa għandek tatu waħda, Denise.
Għandi tatu waħda.
Ma ġas kbira.
Ma ġas mi kollu.
Kif għax per eżempju meta kellna l-Daniel hawnhekk tafu għal Daniel ta' Burger Zinc.
Yes. March Cardona.
Iva. He expressed ħafna li tipo il-stigma ta' tattoos inbidlet ħafna matul iż-żmien. Minn du kien għadu żgħir għal-issa. Issa tkun tatu għal raġel li ħafna aktar komuni mill-tatu fuq nisa, speċjalment istil li għandek inti. Ġili ħassejt li tipo qed iħarsu lejk xejn dwar din għandha kważi kollox.
I mean, not really, to be honest, ġili esperienzajta, but I really accept it. As in, accept it to a point li you think I'm too much, memx taħmelu, you're not my kind of person, like. But I don't judge them, it's fine. Kulħadd għandu tiegħu, like if this is the life you want to live. Jina waħda minn dawk, I hate hassle. So, m'għandekx grazzja miegħi, it's fine.
Mux
Għazbis ħanqot naħseb fuqa. I do, obviously, I'm not gonna lie, I hate being fake, so I do admit that sometimes I do think about what people think of me. Specialment ikunu nies enough, per example, meeting someone's parents for the first time or someone's family for the first time. They do like, take a step back, xi kultant milli, because, and I understand it, għax families, specialment parents and uncles, aunties, whatever, nanniet u hekk, they have a different type
Older
of mentality.
generation mentality.
Ġurnata ftaħ iktar moħna fuqhom dal-affarijiet, and when it comes to stigma, I think it's practically not even there yet.
Anzi, bħalissa per esempio, iż-żmien tiegħi u anka tiegħek, tipo il-da kompletament differenti kif jaħsbu rigward tattoos u hekk.
It's not even there anymore. I don't think stigma is...
ċaġa normali, saret,
Ija,
inti għatmur tamel tattoo.
To be honest, naħseb iktar...
It's okay, it's okay.
Alright.
Għana, għal-fardi għal-mossa.
€5 petrol, bro, dik.
He's probably a car guy. You know what they say about men who have fancy cars? Joking, I'm joking. Stigma. I don't believe that it's there yet. Anzi, l-mġata naħseb juttost, it's a surprise if you don't have a tattoo. Milli if you do.
U issa l-lum il-ġurnata u koll. Tipo, qabel kien bil-forsa għandi bżon meaning biex tamel tattoos u issa jgħidlek għamil diħex u ġob l-karattru. Tipo,
Eżatt. On one arm I have tattoos that mean something to me. The rest is just things I've done. Għandi waħda ta' xi ex boyfriend, ximkien, which had meaning to me, not anymore. But anyway, it was a time, tipo anka meta tagħmelhom it-tattoos, like most of my tattoos don't have a meaning. But I had done them during a time where now I look back and I think, ara, dak kien għamiltek, dak iż-żmien għamiltek. So
Flok li kienet, tara?
Illallu, how good. Nice, you see?
Wasanna ximkien.
Eżatt.
Wasanna ximkien.
Inti kont tagħmel digital art ukoll. Ġili pinġejt xi waħda like diżinet tattoo inti.
Unfortunately not, and I've always said I wanted to do it. I always wanted to reignite that hobby, like it was something I loved doing. You know, I love creating erotic digital drawings. U qabel kont nħobb li post jom, but isni I need to take a step back, għax now I'm teaching kids at the gym as well. So I had to take a step back, even with a certain reputation. Not that I really care about what people say, but I do care a little. I'm not gonna lie. Eżatt, fejn jidħol ix-xogħol qed noqgħod attenta. What do I want people to see me as? Fimt, I'm already sexualized the way I am, għax, let's face it, I am. Fimt, and it's my choice. Like, I know, I'm well aware of it, jina nħobb nider whatever, like, but nider bikinis and all of that stuff on my Instagram. Sex sells, eh? X'tagħmel?
Unfortunately. U ħafna
Yes and no.
ħafna mill per eżempju jiena l-ewwel darba naħseb li rajtek kienet fuq Bulletproof kienu għamlu xi shoot ma' other fitness influencers ta' x'ismu ta' Baywatch.
Yes.
U għax mbagħad tipo bdejt nara da Daniel Umana l-oħrajn ukoll ġifi. It was quite trendy, għax kienu minn għalija kien għadu kif ħarġ il-film ta' Baywatch, il-ġdijt, u għallura it was quite trendy, u minn hemm sirt naf ħafna influencers. Xini?
We were better.
U palissa anka hemm palissa hemm dak li Anomaly.
Anomaly. Zvejn.
Dak, il-kbir, il-kbir. Genetic anomaly.
Genetic anomaly.
Insane, dak il-bnidem, bro.
He's huge.
But
I
nishtiq-
met him a couple of weeks ago. Kena photo shoot flimkien. He's very nice. Very sweet.
U twil, eh? Twil
Yeah, big boy. He is a big boy.
U nishtiq xi darba jiġi hawnhekk għal-podcast għax naħseb li although naħseb li in-nies jaħsbuh li just il-gym biz naħseb għandu ħafna fuq.
And
What
he's
is that?
he's a very nice guy as well. So yes, he's very interesting.
So, ek tarħajja, please.
And tag yeah, nabatlu messaġġ.
Fuq xiex kont qegħdin nitkellmu għax issa kont.
Tattoos kont fuq.
Tattoos, yes, tattoos.
Alright. Issa, kju kellek tgħid tattoo li tbiddel, so, as naf li this is a generic question. Imma tbiddela b'tali mod tbiddel istil jew tbiddel tbinġija inti sa miflok hija millek l-artistu. Kont tagħmilha li tipo tagħmel iktar tattoos li huma pinġejthom inti milli ħaddieħor jagħmlu fuqek jew le. Ma nafx ma fehmtniex.
Erġa spiegari.
It-tattoos li għandek, so, inti dak mhux inti pinġejthom jew le. Tkun tista' tieħu kellek tbiddilhom pinġihom inti.
If you had to start over, would you design your own tattoos?
No, ta.
Thank you.
Welcome.
Kelli brain fart, man.
It's okay.
Għadkun probably.
Li bdejtu semmu l-ewwel tal my own drawings, like my erotic drawings, I would love to have that on tattooed on me. That's something I had to stop doing, like I said, minħabba ċertu reputation li I had to take it down a notch. But eventually I will maybe get back into it.
Għandek erba fuq Instagram fuq il-highlights.
Ija, eżatt, mek bisedin,
Sbiħedin.
Back then kont ma nafx fejn kont nedit jaħħom il-highlights infatti jekk torhom qegħdin ħafna editing. Now I can't really save them and I lost the images of my iPad. So I have to redo them if I want them back. But it's fine. It's very easy. As in for me it comes natural. But that's something if I had to tattoo something on me, that would be something I'd tattoo. Imma this is not what I would draw. You know, this is what you see on me is I started with the Japanese sleeve. And then everything else is just old school. And then even that I transferred. I managed to make it look like it's old school. And I don't draw. I do draw old school. If I had to draw digitally, no, it's not my style.
Ilek ma tpinġi issa.
Like on me, l-ħar li għamilt l-estate dari. Għamilt xi 3 snin jew 4 snin biex l-estateu. It hurts like a bitch. Yeah, and the older you get, your pain tolerance just drops so low.
U inti kemm għandek?
I'm 29. I started when I was 16.
Għandisu sentej oħra biex n-lestu li għanna n-lestu.
Sentej.
Jina li 24, saġviri 26, jekun lesa 26, saħja.
Ara, jina, il-boom ta' tattoos tiegħi kienet, so my first tattoo I was 15-ish. Jaf anka konna iżara, ma nix ċerta.
Allegedly.
Sorry, mom. She knew like a week after għalat l-ħara kollu. Għatir ma ħiex missirek. I was always someone, I was always a bit older than my actual age. Mature-wise. Umbat malli għalaqt l-18 or even a month before I turned 18, bdejt l-ewel sleeve and all of a sudden from, I would say, but ovvijament dak żmien tkun għadek żgħira ma you don't afford it financially, but isni ta' 20, pay 20 u 24 intlejt konni in 4 years. But 24 min 24 sa 28 għalaqt dari. And I did 2 other small ones.
Kem taħseb l-infaqdek kollox?
Ġili li bdejtajt noddom, I don't know, stja. I don't know, xbat ħana jrek xieġri.
1 million?
No, 1 million, laħares. Lala, my body costs that much. I mean, my body does cost a lot of money. Mux not because I'm not tattooed. Why I am. By time, but tattoo artist jgħid tant drani. Li jina bdejt meta l-prezzijiet kun għadhom baxx, jina għallu mġrata like you charge I think 120 an hour or something or even more minn ċerta qabel il-ħaq żmien ieħor jiena. Like I was from the very beginning. Tattoo started becoming
Tony or low G discount, please.
And my tattoo artist sar isu mux missiri. My brother xieħu għali. So mbagħad anka they do it, we just top it up a bit and he doesn't even charge me money. Like ġifieri, I'm not gonna lie. I have a bit of an advantage mbagħad Fimt,
Għamil
even
tkun
with my
jgħid
social
mur.
media nowadays, jgħidli u wassa,
Kem
Jilli
tipot
ġib-
t-tegjani u
ġibli tant nies issa jgħidli b'hemmx tagħmel go ejja. Għax, let's face it.
Mux jgħid. Wieħed ma liħoru.
We eżattu, mux bargain, barter a bit.
Barter. Issa, jien di kważi la semmejna da l-inti bdejt isem li għanda ritratti fuq Instagram u hekk. Ma nafxek ma tafx, nasib taf, insomma, għax kellimna. Ma intkom ma tafux. Instagram page, so Denise Kim Gafa fan page, so. L-opinjoni tijak, so issa don't speak too harsh, lex jitlaq dal-fan page. Don't speak too harsh li fuq, ma jitlaq
No,
dal-fan page.
no, anzi. Whoever created the fan page is so sweet. Tajbat l-flus ta' xikultant. Mela, like birthdays, €50. I know his name, I'm not gonna say it. I try to see who he is and I can't. I can't find the
You can't
person.
find any traces.
No, I don't mind it. As long as it's harmless, like,
Yeah.
I don't mind it. It's,
U
it's
question
funny
li
that he sent me money. It's
Le, le.
funny.
li hemm il-flus involut li kont se nsemmi wkoll taf xem ħafna influencers issa wkoll li jibdew jagħmlu OnlyFans ukoll għall-flus. Ek ngħidu għandi bżonn tħallas il-loan mal-ewwel. Titħajjel?
Ma nafx, to be honest, I'm not gonna lie. This year was such a crazy year for me. I did consider it. As in it did cross my mind. I mean, let's face it, it crosses everyone's mind. But I don't think I would. Ma nasar sem. As in, because I was brought up with
Different
values. I'm saying nothing against whoever does it. I have very close friends who do it. Imma u mhux qed ngħidlek li l-valuri tiegħi huma importanti u tagħhom mhumiex. It's just that
different outlooks.
Eżatt, different outlooks. I'm just very scared of the outcome. I care about what people think. I actually do.
Allura,
To a certain point.
għaw min li ġu għalajnom xħatiħor jasefu, għama lek u ma kapaċi.
Eżatt. And listen, those kind of people, they go places, huh?
ħafna, u tipo.
You know, I'm not gonna lie. I don't care what people think to a certain point because of who I am. Like, look at me. Kiku nati daqsek kas fuq xejdu n-nis. Kiku, I wouldn't have a tattoo on my body. Kiku, anka back when I got my tattoos, ma kienet ħafna iktar tabu milli. Not even today, nowadays, anyway. Ma like, anka, I swear, I'm very authentic. I'm very myself. I'm very wild. I'm very out there. But I still have my limits. Filmed, I have a dream that I'd have a family, which is something people would be like surprised to hear me say. But I want to have a child or two. I want to be settled down eventually and have that traditional like family. It will never be fully traditional with me. I am who I am and life is mad.
Hectic.
Exactly, and it's hectic. So you just need to balance it out.
Compromise
And adapt to the new norm.
Normal.
Imma thinking that's the only thing that holds me back. Because in the future I would like to have a family and I don't want to have kids li jaraw il-lom doing pornography or whatever. I mean, OnlyFans doesn't have to be pornography. Doesn't have to be. But since it's especially here in Malta,
Għaldik marufa tipa
it is known for it. It's like diġa you're tainted, fimt? So
jien per eżempju jien kelli f'moħħi nagħmel business fuq naqbad nixxi pentista nisa, ngħid li huma maħmuġin.
għanajlek,
U
id-dawar
nbieħhom
lira,
ħaddieħor.
id-dawar lira, saqajn, memx page
Da Food
Finder,
Finder.
id-dawar lira, madonna, but knowing that you're selling your body to people who are jerking off, you're selling photos of your feet to people who are jerking off to your feet. What the hell, man?
Għajnek il-verita, kieku mandiċ swaba naqħu xnin namela jien.
I
Mux
mean,
għaddeja.
It's easy money, go for it. Imma
nasib meta jiġi
I've done a lot of wild things in my
Meta
life.
jiġi
Tal-irġiel ma sibx.
ma nasib meta jiġi
Ma tistax tgħid, fetish is a fetish. People are not open about their fetishes, huh?
jiena per
Most people aren't.
jiena il-fat li xismu kif għatlek jiena ek nkun dari mal-ħajtu m'għandix flus fidejja ħana mill għalbiċu ta' xogħol. U ek
With no judgment. Go ahead.
future customers ġifieri.
Don't reveal your secrets.
I ħiġtina subajk minissa, so you kind of like...
Namel da xismu surprise reveal jew kella teaser. which is għax nimmaġinali
It's wild, it's mad, dude. Tkun taf li I'm taking a photo of my feet.
Tettajtiva.
But tkun taf li on the other end of behind the xismu, there's someone
Da,
jerking off. man.
Jerking off, li jien likta li daħħaqni, so jien nimmaġinaħu per eżempju jien jgħidu daw actually full-time influencers li jagħmlu OnlyFans jgħid, għandi bżonn nirranġa l-karozza.
I mean, it's that easy, yes.
Yeah.
It is that easy. But again, everything has its limits. Like, per eżempju, kemm ħaddum tara, like,
L-istess saqajn.
mux hekk. As in, if I open an OnlyFans, I'm sure li nagħmel hit mill-ewwel kif niftħu. Imma kemm ħaddum jekk hemm oħra like people Malta's very small. Screenshot imur fin-nofs and everyone has your photo. so-
Kif kien ġara ta' Lexi.
Eżatt.
It was quite
And it's
unfortunate
not
għaxi
fair.
għaxi kienet għamlitom bil-pattu kondizjoni li jisek t-provdi servizz u t-tħallas għalih. Which
And
is
it's not
which
fair,
is not
wes.
fair. Mbata u min per Kim Kardashian li għamlet sex tape u telat
And that's how she got.
il-famous ħafna, ġifiri, but
Għana ilek lucky jidħol ħafna fin-nofs,
u
Lucky
n-nis li
jidħol
tkun
ħafna
madwar.
fin-nofs. Listen, I do consider myself lucky. I have my Instagram, as in I'm not the best influencer in Malta, but I do have a good following, good enough to be called or considered as an influencer, but I am where I am today organically.
Organically.
Because I think because of luck, I would say.
Ma nejċ lak u koll, mill-missija li tkellimna orejtni u nasab anka li vera ġenwina u it comes across u koll meta tamel il-posts tijak fuq u anka stories li
I guess, but you need a lot of effort to be an influencer. A lot of effort. Trust me, I'm not, I don't even, that's why I don't consider myself an influencer. I barely put in effort. Barely put in effort. As in, at around the loom, this is effort, vera. U meta ntella, like, it's very tiring, but I look at people like Sara Zarafa,
Stella Cini.
Stella Cini, oh my God, Tamara Webb, like, all of these people, all of these women, even men, Luke Magro. Luke
Yeah.
Magro is a very close friend of mine. U nejdu, Madonna Luke, kemm il-Mado fit laħaq ma' affarijiet. Like, the other day, he was showing me how to edit a video. Għatlu le, għatlu ma niflaħx, għatlu għamlu int, għatlu ma niflaħx iktar. Ma għandix paċenzja, man, it's too much. Crop, as in, I do edit videos, but with me it's just very crop.
Captions.
Caption. That's very, very simple.
Namel diska forsi.
U l-lum bada jorini look jizzumja, bada jfittex. It takes him hours to edit one video. Like that's a full-time job, man. Full-time
Fem
job.
Jason.
Yeah. Like even these, what the hell is this? La tinix wire man nini. This is too much.
Dik u anka per esempio meta tipo għamilt ġimma neħosti għanna sbank inti u koll meta għamilt ġimma neħosti għal-vibe għamilt pratikament ħafna żmien nara il-background ta' kif jaħdmu il-daw radio host. U għamilt jien konti għet eżatt ħdejn Valentina il-da. U meta ngħidlek l-ammont ta' emails u meetings u nara kalendarju tagħha. Eżin Torini, mux ma tipo saqsejtek ma mandiġ personal assistant, tgħid le. Ngħidilha kif jista' jkun din mara li għandha ma nafx kemm events u promotions għandha
Oh, she's an organizer. She does her own
shoots tal-modelli għandha.
Trust me, and you know what's even worse? Influencers with children. Imsiken, man. Għaxa man. Kombinazzjoni tqajt ma Tamara Webb il-weekend li għad. No, not even last weekend, this week. Kenna event u bdiet tgħidli, artli den, artli it's something else. And I believe her. Xina jiġu ħafna klienti għandi bitfall jgħidu li den m'għandniex ċans.
Ma tlaħħax.
Qabel kont ngħidu daw li jgħidu m'għandhomx ċans.
Għax ma
There's a will, there's a way. Imma tisma' storja wara storja. I kind of experienced it myself when I got the puppy and he hurt his elbow. I had to cradle him at night. Wek għallu li sħabi, għallu li den. That's what it's like to have a baby. You have to cradle him at night, sleeping a few hours. Illallu, man. And imagine being an influencer, having to be up, like kept up.
So 100% all the time, but ikun hemm kamera.
Eżatt. U titoħsib it-tfal, and it's not easy. Especially, I'm not bashing on men, I'm not shitting on men, but the woman, the mother is always a bit
Moru.
more with the baby, or so
Naturalment, it's naturally iktar ekku. Nieħu
it
eżempju
turns out to be their social media platform, but bla ma jridu
tiġi
it-
focused
tiġi focused fuq it-tfal. And I have also friends of mine who jgħidu li then who are influencers jgħidu li I don't want my social media page to be about my children. I don't want to be known as whoever
the parent of
the parent of that boy, per eżempju. Fimt, unifim għax you lose your identity. But there are other influencers who end up changing their whole what
what they're known for.
what they're known for atfal, which is
Atfal.
nice as well għax they have a different audience.
Tiġi family friendly
Eżatt,
content
eżatt,
misgħod għadda. Per eżempju, Denise, nsejx jisma, kunjoma, sorry, lawċija li taħdem il-vibe u koll.
All right.
She u koll juggles with being a parent u tipo tkanta.
Yes, eżatt,
It's
I'm sure.
crazy.
I see her at a lot of events as well, so how
Jiġifieri.
the hell do you manage? Unless you have either your parents helping you out or a very supportive partner, I don't think you can do it on your own. As in, sometimes I think about it, would I be, like, if I'm aiming for having a child that's around 35, if obviously,
If stars align, u tipo kollox
eżatt,
ikun
if God
content.
allows it, għax ovvjament tara kollox, tara kikunx kapaċi, which I'm, as in, it is what it is, but if God allows me to have a child at 35, that's the age I want it to happen, around 35. Max naħseb jien by 35, I'm 30 next year, so in 5 years time, nikkalkula li nkun sibt the love of my life. Let's not say the love of my life, but maybe the father of my
My
child.
child.
I would get to know the person. I would know him well enough that if he's a good parent, if he's a potentially good parent, umbat conceiving the child, which only takes
9 months.
9 months.
What
That's
għandek?
like another year. Whatever.
Xeba
Anyway, so yes, 5 years. Okay, 5 years time. I want to have a baby.
Tafxe tawas nisa kampanja għal dan next election in the next 5 years.
Imagine, so in 5 years time, Erjo Kelmuni. If I don't meet the father of my baby, in 5 years time, or if it's not successful, I don't think it's a bad idea to be a single mother. I've seen some of my friends raise their children alone. It's just that life can be very, like, obviously it can be much harder, but it's not impossible. It's just very, very, very hard.
Jien għandi l-axar mistoqsija ma nafxek ma tix saċi.
Zgur?
Zgur?
Zgur għadna kollox.
Wahda rather sempliċi mistoqsija. Ek tiġi per eżempju tamel workout, x'ti preferi? Tamel workout hawnhekk jew tamel workout pali triathlons li seħħu għamalt, per eżempju daw challenges li kunu
Pal-grid.
pal-grid.
Okay.
Limti
OCR
preferi.
challenges.
Limti preferi. Kju kellek
So you're asking me CrossFit or,
active, yes, achieve CrossFit jew kella actual weight training.
I mean,
Jew kella jew pole dancing, għax naf pole dancing u
Um,
ħafna
it's quite, as in, it's quite
intensive.
obvious. I love CrossFit, so obviously, and that's my forte. I'm not an OCR athlete, as in I'm good at it. I've done OCR competitions where I've done very well, but I'm not an OCR athlete. I wasn't first. Filmed CrossFit, I'm at a point, maybe not now, but there was a time in my life before this year where I was battling,
Dominating the scene.
fighting for first place. L-imġunata fighting for third, second, which is also very good. Don't get me wrong. Yeah, so CrossFit would be the yes.
So, jina, mistoqsijiet, Lesti, għandi jħtar ma għaddejna sija.
It's been so long. Għandi li kell wara għate fuq u.
Ma nafxek ma tix tipromovi xaħġa li tipo għaw dal-ġim il-sovax.
Sauvage lifestyle.
Il-sovax lifestyle tista taraw fuq Instagram u anka.
Fuq Instagram hemm l-informazzjoni kollha.
Kollox,
We're like a family here. Everyone is welcome. All levels are obviously welcome.
Ma nafx
And
ixtri.
funnily enough, there's a saying in here, but here, I'm gonna say it anyway. Like it's funny, it's weird. You might find it inappropriate, but we are in this gym. We're all damaged goods. Gonna leave it at that. We're all damaged, but we're fine. We're fine.
Thank you ħafna Denise tal-li ġejtu u l-għajt istadina u nispera ħad gost, tkellimna. Jien for one ħad pieċi niddiskutu fuq
Same.
kollox. Fuq kollox.
Definitely.
I think we ticked all the boxes.
U fuq ikel, fuq ġim,
Minn
fuq kollox. Thank you. U hopefully tarawna ġimma d-dihla u kol. Thank you.